Yo, yo, yo. So I think we're gonna start a new challenge, right? We're gonna call it "What It Look Like Challenge." All right. Financial freedom. What that look like? Success. To you, what that look like? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a clear idea of what I wanted to do when I started recording this video, but I think we just gonna talk about taking chances. So back like towards at the end of my high school, like my high school years, I want to say probably like my senior year. Uh, I was in a business class, and the business class was actually coached, well, not coached. The business class was actually taught by my former fifth grade teacher, her husband. So it's just crazy. It's a small world. So, and I was in a thing called Township School here in Indianapolis, or here, yeah, or you know, there's a thing called town. They got public school, they got Township School, they got private school. So I was in one district, and she was my fifth grade teacher, and then I'm in another district, and he like my business teacher as a senior or whatever. And he was like a former NFL player and whatnot. And this is one of my favorite. His wife was one of my favorite teachers growing up. So she basically kind of like told him about like who I was like this back when I was like a fifth grader. So anyway, he recommended that I get in this program called DECA, DECA, and I'm gonna put the little thing up on the screen of what like that means. But anyway, it was kind of like a program that consisted of like students who were like business minded, they had interest in business, like just aspirations for different, like I believe like financial advisors and stuff like that. It was a large, it's a very large organization, so many different people. Um, and like I didn't have aspirations of being like an accountant. I didn't have aspirations of being a lawyer. I didn't my head wasn't in the financial space at all. I was about business, but at the same time, I was so into my music career. So I thought I was gonna end up working like in the radio industry, like on some ludicrous type stuff. Um and end up getting on and stuff like that. So I was business minded, but I wasn't focused on business. We was throwing parties. What else was we doing at the time? It was a lot. It was a lot going on. Y'all know how it was going. It was the all the way turned up era. So like I was getting money at the skating rink, like promoting. You know what I'm saying? So I was like doing a lot, doing my own events with the gang. So anyway, he recommended I get into this program called DECA. So I believe I had to go. I signed up for DECA. I can't remember if it was any like fees or anything like that. But I signed up for DECA. Never heard of it in my life. We ended up having like a competition at Brownsburg High School. Like it's a high school like way out on the west side. So it was different. It was like a invitation, like not an invitational. I'm not sure what they call those things where they have multiple. It's like a competition with multiple different schools, like it's just one school. So it's so many different schools walking around. And shout out to Calvin. You feel me? Like he was there with me. Like Calvin, he got that mind too. He get it too. You feel me? So um we end up going to this little meet. It was like it wasn't a track meet. It was like a track meet, but for business students. You feel me? So I've never heard of this program, anything. So I go, and this is my first time like being tested with any. They have been practiced. They like these students been practicing for this stuff. Like some of their parents probably like or were employees of Fortune 500 companies. Like people who really making plays. It's people who really making moves. So anyway, we go to this competition, and basically we kind of in like brackets, not brackets, but it's a qualifier to go to a bigger competition. So we're at the high school. We're presented with these business questions. So I'm presented with a business question that I just kind of went off the logic of supply and demand, and also like some things that involve urban planning, like okay, who who needs to be benefited off of certain resources. And this is when I'm like 18. So 18 still in high school before I graduated, so but at the same time, like I used to watch the news and stuff with my granddad a lot. I'm aware of what's going on. I love political science. I'm that type of guy. Like my my aunts and them, like they taught me about the freedom, like the freedom riders and the bus rides and the revolutions and all, like, civil rights movement and all that, like when I was a baby. You feel me? So like my people lived during that time. You feel me? Like my so I'm anyway at DECA. This is kind of like all the not a culture shock. It's just like, dang, I'm really here. You feel me? Like I anyway, they present me with this question. It's like a question about um, it was something about like some business in China wanting to like import some things, and some other questions with some tariffs. So it's like it's a big competition at this high school, but they broke us up into like it's probably like 6 to 8 kids competing against each 6 to 8 students competing against each other in these little classrooms. So I'm in there with like 5 other people, and basically we basically have to come up with the best solution. So I didn't really like take it in. Like I said, inside looking out, it's hard to explain. Outside looking in, like you wouldn't understand. They present me with this question. I'm in there like I'm the only black kid in there. You feel me? I'm the only black dude in there. You feel me? I'm in there with other. It's diverse in there, but I'm the only black person in the classroom or whatever. It's other classrooms. Like I told you, Calvin was there, so he you know what I'm saying. So he competing, and he got through his. You know what I'm saying. He beat everybody and basically that was in the room with him. You know what I'm saying. So he qualified to go to the big DECA competition downtown, where everybody can stay at the little hotel for the weekend or whatever. I end up beating everybody that I was competing against as well. Like I was saying earlier, I didn't really take it in then as I understand it now, but it's like, wow, like I really went in there not on the. I'm not gonna say I freestyled like the explanation or anything like that. I really sat and thought about it. I wish I could remember what the question was, but I'm from the ghetto. You feel me? Like I would have never thought I'd been in like a, be able to do something like this. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like my mind really focused on art and music, and like the biggest thing I'm trying to do at the moment is graduate. Like my mama ain't graduate high school. You feel me? Like I ain't even like I don't mess with my daddy. You feel me? Like I don't know if he graduated high school. So like that's the biggest thing I feel like is on my plate. So um I win this competition. I place in this competition, and they it's really a big thing. Like I really should have appreciated it more at the time, and I should have did more studying, and I should have followed up with it. But it's all good. Hindsight is 2020. But I'm able to go downtown to I'm able to go to like I'm not sure if it's like they call it a resort, but basically it was a hotel downtown where we had like it was events like from Monday to Sunday or Saturday. It was like it's like a conference. So I go to the conference downtown, and like we have like a dinner on like Friday, and like they giving away prizes, they giving away TVs, and like when we go like when I go like it's at a hotel like downtown in the city, so it's a big ballroom. They got like a DJ. They got like, and I'm telling you, like it's probably like if it ain't thousands of people, it's probably like it's thousands of it's like thousands of people. I swear it was like thousands of people. If it wasn't thousands of people, it's probably like 1,200 for sure. Students though, you know what I'm saying? So like everybody like dressed up, like got suits and ties on, and you know what I'm saying? Like the chicks got like dresses and stuff like that. Like it was real nice, real elegant. So um I'm just like, dang, like I'm almost like, what is this? You feel me? Like I don't really I'm kind of I'm kind of in there nervous because I'm like, do I really belong here? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever get that feeling where it's just like, damn, do I belong here? And it's like, yeah, you do. You actually belong somewhere better because you are better. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. I'm not saying that to convince you to stop anything that you're doing right now. But sometimes, as us coming from where we come from, we might feel like, man, I ain't, man, I ain't worth it. Sometimes coming from where we coming from, we might feel like, man, I'm not worth it, or uh, people might think I cheated to get here, or people might think I sold out to get here. Like, what what people think, dog. Like, you really just got to go and get yours. So anyway, going back to the story, so we at DECA, and um, just to let y'all know, I didn't win. I didn't win the big competition at DECA. Like, if I did, I wouldn't even be doing this YouTube video. Like, boy, I'd probably be in somewhere in a skyscraper, like putting buildings together for real. But but anyway, just the whole experience of going, like, it don't even feel like I went through the ringer. It really felt easy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I probably didn't appreciate like just the whole qualifier thing, because like it's probably about 600 to 800 kids at Brownsburg. You know what I'm saying? When we went and did the qualifier. So like, for me to be able to get a chance to actually go into this conference, you know what I'm saying? If I was more prepared to have my stuff together, I probably would have been able to have pitches. I probably would have been able to just have business plans together. I probably would have been able to have like a pitch to be able to put together for an investor for my music, or some tech, or some music tech, because y'all know hip hop and tech, like, they go together like that. If you guys ever feel like that, just getting into something, it feels hard, just go for it, man. Like, if it ain't going, it costs to be the boss. That's really what it is. Like, that's what it comes down to. It costs to be the boss. So if you want to be the boss, you want to floss, you got to pay the cost. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. Really, the lessons I learned from the whole DECA situation was, I can do it. It's possible. Um, Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Um, presentation is very, very, man. Presentation is valuable. So I'm gonna just leave that there. Um, and it just had me thinking about that right now. Just had me reminiscing. My my whole situation, me growing up, when I ended up moving from my mama's situation to moving with my cousin Shauna. She ended up taking custody of me, like ward of the state or whatever. Um, I had asked her to like I had asked her to let me get into this science fair when I had start going to school, like, over her house, like when I started living with her. I asked her to get into this science fair. So I was always into science, how things work, like things I'm not interested in, I slack off of, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, like, that's a loser mindset. Like, you gotta do what you have to do so you can be able to do what you want to do. Just get the hard stuff out the way. Get the hard stuff out the way. Believe in yourself. Be inspired. Move with intent. And you gotta look alive for 2025. For real. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my little get up. I think they still got DECA. I think DECA is still active. When I was at Ball State, I went out for this little like interest meeting for like a business fraternity and things like that. But I just always slacked off, man, because like sometimes that little imposter syndrome is set in, and it's just like, nah, you worth it. When I was in eighth grade, another failed opportunity. Like, I I would, like I said, one of my biggest things was trying to graduate high school. I wasn't thinking about college. I was gonna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna be who I am, but it's like not really understanding the layers and like just how life, how life go. Like, whatever the little thing is to go to groups, like, missed out on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just little college opportunity. I did figure out that I wanted to go to college. Like, I wanted to go to Clark Atlanta University. Like, that was like the number one. That was like the only school, if I went to college, that I wanted to go to. I didn't want to go nowhere else. But I talked to so many people, asking them their opinion, because I ain't I didn't have no money. Like, I was throwing parties and stuff like that, but and working at the skating rink. But what's that gonna do when you move into Atlanta from that? You feel me? So that's just how my mindset was. So I asked so many people, and I just feel like their opinions. It's not their fault. It's my fault for asking so many people their opinions, and it made me make a decision. But like I said, hindsight is 2020. Everything happened for a reason. You feel me? Like if I went to school in Atlanta, like my first year out, how we was at ISU, it would have been a wrap. I probably would have been out of school. You feel me? Like in a fucked up situation, anything. But I move at God grace. I move at God's speed. You feel me? So like I said, everything happen how it's supposed to happen. So, but yeah, like just stay focused. Keep your eyes open. Even if you don't want to do digital products, you can do print on demand. If you don't want to do print on demand, you can start you a social media as a service or software as a service. I said social media as a service. Um, it's so many different hustles that people can do in 2025 when it come down to just being on your phone, when it come down to being on your computer. If you got certain type of skills, sharpen them. If you got certain interests, if you got certain interests, you need to read up, do your homework, do your research on them. You know what I'm saying? The economy is changing. The economy going crazy. I know who, what we got to deal with for the next few years. What we always gonna have to deal with, because I feel like you know, we live in a business country. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So it's your boy Vizzolmania. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I just want y'all to be motivated, because there's so many things that you can do when you believe in yourself, when you believe in the foundation that surrounds you, solid foundation. Always got to keep that. Always got to keep God first. So yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. If you like this video, if I provided you some value, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. We flying out. Know that.